Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas. I am the Bommus. How's everyone doing? I was trying to get you to say your mic's muted. What do you mean? I bet Tom is talking up a storm. I wasn't even live. Ayo, Koska in the house. How you doing? Farns Woggle P Horsetooth in the house. He clicked on the bait. How you doing, brother? I'm there's so much to talk about today. I don't even know if we're gonna get to half of it. I don't remember half of what I want to talk about. We got the Solana hack. I lost it all. I lost it all in the Solana hack. I lost all of my shirt. They stole my shirt. In all seriousness, anyone that got lost money in the Solana hack, my condolences. It's getting hard out there for a pimp trying to make that money for the rent. I'm in day 7 of the sticky icky. I don't know. My research tells me you can have. So I've already had a bad period, and then I've had a much better period. But they say between like I don't know, like days 5 and 10, shit can get out of control again. I don't know. It's too hard to tell. It's in the morning. I always feel like it's always worse. I got more congestion and stuff. But I think I'm a little bit worse than yesterday. I'm just a skosh anyway. Looks like this could be a 2 to 3 week ride. I will say so far this is a walk in the park. To the first time I had it, I probably should have had my will and testament ready because that's how close I felt to the sweet release of death. Anyway, anyway, my spirits are good still. I still go to bed, when I'm just chilling. Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? What do you think of the no shirt? I feel so. Did you even notice I didn't have a shirt on? Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, I'm not even joking, dude. You know the power of mental positivity or whatever. I'll sit there and imagine what I think white blood cells look like just attacking the CV. Uh, the other situation we have out there is the MP situation. I don't want to say the whole word. It involves a barrel full of monkeys and, um, you know, a paw with an X. Someone was talking about that this morning on Tasty Work. So tasty. Throw that coffee down your throat hole. It's hot. Oh no. 4-legged goat. Wipe that pus out up your eyes. Call your boss. I butchered that. Anyway, Vanetta Logan was saying it's we talked about the rashes and the lesions and the liquids oozing out of your body. Well, apparently, this new version or whatever, it's presenting itself a little differently, and it's mostly in your genital region, and it's an extremely painful. And I'm like, what the f? No, thank you. No, nope, 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 nope. Let's order some hazmat suits. Anyway, enough doom and gloom. There is so much going on. Oh, retro. That reminds me. Do you have that link to using on-chain analysis or whatever that you posted last week? Man, I lost that shit. Now I'm legit want to become more of an on-chain detective. All right, I did find another one, but if you got that bad boy handy, that would be awesome. Anyway, Solana got hacked last night. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Again, my condolences go out. Let's hop on over. We missed. Ding 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 ding. Actually, let's take a quick look at the stock market. The stock market, the futures are up. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So hot. Oh no. Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to start digging into like Nansen more and Masari more and that other one I'm looking at and really start putting together like I'm gonna start putting together in a spreadsheet. I think the only coins that I think. All right, let's do that in a minute. Let's stay focused. Let's just get this stock market shit out. There's a lot of green going on. Tesla's out of control. What do we got? The E-mini S&P's up 25. The Nasdaq's up 117. I'm not quite sure of all the reasons. The stock market is rallying right now. We know Pelosi landed in Taiwan. That whole thing is a very weird situation. And a lot of assholes have an opinion about it on Twitter. Even like Michael Blurry. What's his name? Michael Blurry. He was like some offhanded backhanded comment saying I don't know about a Republican landing in Taiwan to it was like it's crazy how a Republican landing in Taiwan to misdirect her husband's DUI. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be like some sarcastic comment that if it actually because she's Democrat and because she landed in Taiwan, the media is not blowing it out of proportion that she's just trying to cover up her husband's DUI. I didn't even know the dude had a DUI, right? I think he was just trying to say if it was a Republican, the media would. You know what I say? Chill your tits, Michael Blurry. Fox does a great job of blowing that shit out of proportion. CNN does a great job. They both blow it. I will say, I don't even know if that's true. In the beginning, I would have said the media definitely. I mean, Trump. Let's be fair. Why am I doing this? We're supposed to be. To be fair, Trump gave Trump gave the media a lot of ammo. To be fair, Biden's given the media a lot of ammo too, and I don't know that bro's taking a lot of heat. So anyway, I digress. Lots of green. Nasdaq's up 103. Oh, I was gonna see if there's any news, and then I sidetrack. Yeah, my eyesight is taking a turn for the worse lately. I don't know if it's because I'm sick. Let's see what Bazinga has to say. Something about bonds, Bank of America, oil prices rise as OPEC approves small production increase. They're approving an increase. Why would oil go up? Stock futures point to higher start after back-to-back losses. Caterpillar earnings disappoint. Robinhood lays off 23%. Electronic Arts beats. Metaverse dating. Tinder crypto. Not in this economy, Match CEO. Match had a bad earnings. Oh, MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor stepping down from CEO. Who gives an F? Yeah, that was just a clickbait article. It was basically a clickbait title, and Match CEO says, nope, not going to happen. Although I think there can be some missed opportunities. That being said, Tinder's also one of the biggest rug pulls out there. Most women on there are bots. I'm not saying you can't get laid there, but there's a lot. You got to shift through a lot of garbage for sure. All right. Stock market, green. We still got a max loss going on here. $3.40. Actually, I can reverse this now and only lose $170, I believe. Is that how that math works? Because I got a $174 credit. So it'd be like a $2 loss. It's probably the move. I'm just going to do it. We'll let that go. Now I got an in the money call on a covered strangle. I'm up $31, and so I'm up $65 and down 42. So that's overall profitable. 16 days to go. So I got 16 days to go on this covered call that's in the money. The lower the DTE, the date to expiration, the lower the amount of days this is until it expires. So if there's only one DTE, that means this contract expires tomorrow, right? There's 16 DTE, so it expires in 16 days. The lower this number gets, the more at risk I am of someone exercising this call, this covered call. It's a naked call. It's a naked, well, it's not naked, it's a short call. It's a short call, meaning if someone wants to call, they have the ability. So here's the deal. Palantir's trading at $11.15. Whoever bought this call has the right to exercise that and buy 100 shares of Palantir at $11. Now that doesn't happen usually in this, with it only a few pennies away, because usually the person paid more, and a lot of times they just take the profit and they sell it. You know what I mean? But there is exercise risk. One way to eliminate this risk would be to roll the position out in time. And I can roll this out. I don't know that I want to roll it out. What I'm going to actually do. Oh, yeah. Let me think. Yeah, we can roll it out. Roll it. We'll roll it out a month. My Tesla's off the board. 9/16. 44 day. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I get another 28-cent credit. I already have a closing order. Cancel. Or, you know what? I could also just. I mean, I can close everything and just kind of reset myself. You know what? I don't know what I want to do. I'm not going to touch it right now. That's what I'm going to do. I can roll this out, but I think I'm bullish Palantir, so I think this is going to continue to go up. I can also, but it's just, I could also like raise up my put, lower my deltas, but I don't like the fact that these are different. This is only 16 days ago. I'm going to let this go. I mean, there's a good chance the market. We got the Fed announcement, or CPI, not Fed. We got CPI data next week, so we can have a little chili dipper here. So I'm not too worried about it. Riot's looking pretty good lately. Mara's still at $13+. Hut, Coinbase. Oh my goodness, man! Coinbase strong like bull. This has 16 days to go too. I'm down 573. This is a covered call. I'm not really worried about it. If my shares get called away, that's whatever. So we're gonna continue to let that go. Man, what app? What's app? Casca back in the house. How you doing? The app is, yeah, the app's mostly a scam. All right. Is there anything? There was some weird shit going on. Meet Kevin was streaming. They were talking about this weird stock. This thing is having some movement. That's in play. I would avoid that. My Palantir is looking Gucci AF over here. Let's see if there's any stupid trades I want to do right now. Let's hop on over to crypto real quick. Bitcoin pretty strong, 23,319. Ethereum 1659, strong like bull. Cardano. Solana, actually Solana's doing pretty good too. So Solana got hacked last night. What There hasn't been a lot of updates on Twitter as of late, I don't think, on this. I think I retweeted a really good thread. El Salvador Banking has launched a Bitcoin back. Man, I got so many thoughts. There's a lot of talk about new reserve orders and the new monetary backing and all this. We got the BRICS countries coming at us hard with what does the B stand for? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. I think there's Iran's looking to get into that bitch. So they're coming at us hard with trying to make a monetary system. Honestly, I think that's bullish for Bitcoin. Excuse me, guys. I gotta blow my nose. All right, yeah, let's talk about Tinder. This is a more fun conversation than effing crypto. Let's see. I gave it a try, didn't really go. Yeah, or Tinder.com's really tough unless you're good looking. If you're a good looking dude, you can get laid like crazy. Or it's a little bit more to it than that. Like I'm swiping out of my league, guys. That was one problem. I was constantly swiping out of my league. But I will say I'm at an age where Tinder's just to hook up. Tinder's just to get laid, right? So you kids these days, that shit probably works okay for you. The older you get, it's really just, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like I've gotten all that out of my system. Like I've gotten a few lifetimes of that out of my system. So uh I never really had much success with Tinder, but I never really put effort into it either, to be honest. I never really like I had more success with Match.com for sure, but yeah, Retro was a bit lazy. I was a lot lazy on my end. Like, I basically, like, if I'm being one honey, uh, I don't know, man. Like, a dude on Tinder just basically wants a girl to just flat out say, "I'm driving over right now to top you off." You know what I'm saying? We need the Kurt Tinder. There, Greg in the house. How you doing, brother? Nah, bro. I lost my shirt. I didn't lose my soul stack. I lost my shirt. I lost all of my shirt. It wasn't clickbait. I lost all of my shirt. I lost it all. I lost all of my shirt. I'm playing the YouTube game, guys. Come on. No, I didn't. You know, there's another interesting thing going on, another situation that I wasn't aware of until this morning, and I was watching a little bit. Yeah, you see in the thumbnail, I don't have my shirt. I Cryptoverse, is that his name? Kurt turned us on to that dude. I Trust Capital has got some shenanigans going on. A lot of YouTubers won't STFU about I Trust Capital as a partner. One of those being George Raw George. I wonder if he still has the banner up. I haven't been paying attention to that. But now I must know. I wonder if he even knows I Trust Capital's a rug pull right now. It's kind of Oh, my apologies. It's kind of scary because there was a moment in time where I considered moving my IRA to I Trust Capital. Is George even streaming right now? Yeah, that video is still up. George, we're all George. Cryptos. Yeah, I think he still does. He still have the banner? What? What is this? What is this? I trust capital. Does he even not know? Look at him. Effing pleb. Of course, like this guy, you know what? When you see people, there's a few people out here that I see them do that. They're just whatever sponsor throws money at them, right? Like Moo, what's his face? Won't shut up about Moo, right? They're just taking whatever the best offer is to get people to sign up. They don't even give a shit. Oh, just sign up for Moo. You get $100 in free stock, and then 6 months later you'll be broke as F because you had no business being in the stock market. All right, enough of shitting on George. Anyway, I Trust Capital apparently has been down since Thursday. They're saying it's a DNS attack, and they keep saying we're going to be up in like 24 hours. But it keeps getting extended and shit. Account access is restored. All right, so 14 hours ago, they did get account access restored. That's good. So it's still a scary situation. And apparently, another thing going on is they use third-party custody, and they used to say that they use Coinbase vaults or Coinbase custody. And if that's the case, it would be a pretty legit operation. That being said, though, I don't know. It's a pretty scary situation because if you're putting you're not gonna be insured, man. Like, I wouldn't. I'm gonna have to like put more investigative thought into this. But putting your IRA, and I would imagine even if like I don't know what kind of exposure 401ks are gonna get to crypto in the future. That's some scary shit, man. If you really think about it right now, it needs more regulation. It's not going to be insured. Like, as far as I know, I Trust Capital goes bankrupt. Like, can they take your funds, pull this Chapter 13 bullshit like Celsius? It's not going to be SPIC, all that shit, right? As far as I know, none of that shit's going to apply. So I personally, I mean, there have been times I've thought about it, like F it, YOLO, right? But this is your retirement funds. Maybe you should put those in, say for example, you have an IRA and you want some exposure to crypto. I don't have a problem with that. You know, a small percentage, 5%, hell, YOLO it up and go 20% if you're freaking 25, right? But I would probably do it through things like GBTC or MicroStrategies, some shit like that. Some mining companies. Mining companies are a little bit scary too. Anyway, I digress on that. It looks like this situation's a bit over. Let's see. Wait. Do they still, wait. Oh yeah, back in my day, Barnes Oakley used to go to the classifieds. See, back in my day, you had to walk up to a girl and hit on them. Back in my day, it was like, yo baby pop, give me them phone numbers, girl. Give me them digits, girl. And you would call them. You didn't have cell phones. You would call them on their house phone, right, or shit like that. There was some like weird shit where you could call some phone numbers and shit. They were kind of like these chat phone numbers. But usually in high school and college, you don't need any of that shit. You just go to campus and you go to bars, and if you want to learn how to have all right, this is a very chauvinist. This is a male view, right? there's women out there that have their view, right? This is a male view. I'm not trying to be sexist here. I'm just, look, there's women out there trying to get laid and there's men out there trying to get laid. If you want that coochie to come, because normally it doesn't come knocking on your door. Normally, the nay does not come knocking on your door. Today, I will say for younger kids, Tinder is probably a great option. Snapchats and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe it's changed. But back in my day, you joined a fraternity, it did come knocking on your door. So obviously, there's some other situations. I can't not say situation instead of situation now. There's other situations that are obviously very conducive to have it knocking on your door. You're a really good singer in a rock band. You're a really good athlete. Shit like that. Or you got the looks of Brad Pitt. There's obviously factors out there that make it easier. I'm just saying for the average 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Now you can swipe out of your league, but there are a few things that help. Money. Let's see. My retirement BTC goes into cold storage, and on my deathbed, I will give both my children. That's that's a pretty good plan. All right, Snapchat. Yes, kids aren't effing. Who was I? I was wild. I was definitely wild in college. I was OOC. All right. I have so much to talk about, but now I have nothing. It's only, goddamn, dude. It's 6:57, and I feel like I could wrap it up right now. Oh, there's a lot of things that I retweeted yesterday. Let's see if we can get an update on this. Oh, I did want to talk about what I knew about the Solana situation. I was pretty active last night on Twitter because I had the popcorn. Oh, this was really funny. Breaking news. I'm not a big fan of Ripple, but I want them to win. It's good for the ecosystem. It's good for crypto. There was another. Oh, this one's pretty big too. There's a bill in the Senate. This is likely something that we want. And my initial gut reaction that this is very good. They're saying they want Bitcoin and Ethereum to be the CFTC to take oversight of crypto. All my research and sources tell me that CFTC is much better for crypto. And common sense tells me that. Do you want the SEC or do you want the CFTC? The CFTC has been very vocal that the SEC is out of control with what they're trying to do in crypto. And apparently, the first. I'm hearing a weird noise. There was a tweet. Let's see. A reply. I don't see it anymore. Oh, who think? That noise is driving me crazy. I don't know if that's a bird or. All right. This dude said, "Who thinks Ethereum is a commodity? What's the argument? It has every aspect of security." I don't understand this. Like, he's not right. Like, wait. All right. To be a security, you got to pass the Howey test. The one remaining thing on the Howey test is an expectation of profit. Where is the expectation of profit in Ethereum? Right? I'm assuming the expectation of profit, the definition of that doesn't mean you buy Ethereum with the expectation you're going to be profitable. I'm assuming, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a Howey lawyer. I'm not a Howey test lawyer. But I would assume that stocks meet this expectation because the corporations behind the underlying the stock have an expectation to be profitable. I don't think Ethereum has an expectation to be profitable. I think its expectation is just to be functional, right? Pay the bills and keep the network up. I don't think there's any expectation of, I'm assuming what that means. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a securities lawyer. I'm just assuming what that means, right? That's how I view it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. There's a lot of people. I also know there's a lot of people out there that don't know shit about crypto. So they think Bitcoin and Ethereum is just some fugazi digital coin that you can't touch, and it's nothing more than it's nothing more than this digital the coin you can't touch that has a dollar value that goes up and down. That's what they think. Oh, hey, let's just name something and allow you to trade it, and we'll give it dollar values based on that. All right. There's a lot more to that, brothers and sisters. All right. Harmony 1.026. My apologies. Adam 1045 looking good. Phantom looking good. Near looking good. Osmosis looking good. Quant back at 105 looking. Everything. ApeCoin 742 looking great. Where is my rose? Every rose has a thorn. Where'd that shit go? Right there. 84 cents. I paid, I don't know, like 65 cents for it. And Chad Knight said I was late. Let's see how I'm doing. I had 10,000 rows. I think I'm making like 2 rows a day. I kind of want to buy more. Yeah, I'm getting the 2 week my resignation letter. I'm retiring off rows, baby. It's a joke. All right, let's pop back and over to Twitter real quick. Again, there was a lot going on yesterday. Yeah, I didn't even finish this. God damn. All right, so back to the Ripple. Ripple opens new office in SEC headquarters. This might be the biggest power move ever. I mean, is this real or did someone Photoshop that? Someone had to have Photoshopped that, right? That has to be Photoshopped. There is no way this is real. This also has a look of like an onion type. Ripple has opened a new office within. You don't like if this is true. Ripple would not do that unless they are highly confident they're going to win. It looks like the office space became available and we pounced on it. I mean, that's probably Photoshop. The move immediately put SEC officials in a huff, with many of them for playing dirty pool. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's just not right, said SE Chairman Gary Gensler. What a little bitch. And it doesn't matter. This has to be made up. If I haven't been physically in my office, they shouldn't be in the building. That's what that's there's no way he said this. This has to be fake. Let's see what Michael Saylor steps down. Well, that's true. Man checks crypto prices while talking to his boss. Open his moon so he can tell the asshole to shove it. Okay. BitBoy interview ruined by blockchain backer. Abnormally large zit. This is an interesting. That's a fucked up article. I mean, that sounds like something. Who am I? Who am I to criticize? We pounced on George and some chocolate around his lips, but that's a little harsh, bro. Yeah, this seems like mostly a joke. This one of those articles. So I have no idea if this is true. Let's see what the replies say. That would be funny if Ripple actually bought the building and kicked out the SEC. Yeah, I don't know that this is real or not. I really don't. You think more people would be talking? This is probably just some bullshit. This is very interesting news. Back on the Harmony One, they have similar to ENS domains. This is called Harmony Domains. I was checking this out. I considered buying a domain, but I'm not gonna right now. Um, I'm still trying to decide where I'm at with this whole Harmony One situation. It's interesting though, their pricing model is a bit interesting and it kind of annoyed me. I don't know if it just stays a dollar value and the one changes, but it's really expensive for a 3-letter ENS or 3-letter HNS domain is really expensive. 4-letter HNS domain is expensive and a 5-letter plus is fine. So I kind of I get it, but at the same time, like fuck.1 I think was available. Fuck you.1 was available. 1.1 someone registered that. 2.1 oh wait, which one did I not own? Yeah, so 1 year of this is 6,000. How much is that? It used to say $157. 4-letter is $37 a year, and then 5-letter plus like $650 a year. So I think I think the one fee. So this is because I think yesterday when I looked at a certain domain, it was $650. So I don't know if the one stays the same, and if that's the case, this could get really expensive. I mean, if one goes to $1 and it costs you're talking like $300 a year. For a 3-letter domain, you're talking like $1,500 a year. What if one goes to like $3, right? I don't know if they'll adjust the one though. Yeah, 5 characters, $6. Oh, okay, so it does look like the dollar amount stays the same. That's good. $6 for 5-letter, $4, $30 for 4, 120. I'm not balling out of control right now. I've been hacked too many times, too many rug pulls, Harmony One rug pulls. Anyway, this is really cool. I think it does other. Let's see. No, you can store the addresses of over 100 blockchains. Let's see. Profile information, the profile information such as avatar and Twitter handle and more. So these are pretty cool. I might pick one of these up. Right now I'm not. There was a lot of stuff. I don't think I retweeted. There was a good tweet on the Solana hack, but I'm not sure I retweeted that now. We can probably find it. Morgan, okay, I found this really interesting and I did retweet it. Morgan Stanley, we are bullish on El Salvador bonds. I've said numerous times that I think the United States government should spin up their own ASICs and mine Bitcoin. I think they should spin up their own Ethereum nodes and validate the Ethereum network. Both from a profitability. You know what? Part of my either 2024 or 2028 campaign, I'm going to be doing things like this. spinning up Bitcoin using tax dollars to buy Bitcoin miners, spin them up, use the Bitcoin to put it on our balance sheet and pay back off those said Bitcoin miners and start paying off the debt, our $30+ trillion increasing debt. I'm going to look for ways to be more profitable. I'm going to make the government more like, what everyone thought Trump was going to do. I'm going to look for profitable avenues for the government other than just, taxes. Right now, the only thing the government gives a shit about, I seriously, privatization and nationalization, does it make sense? Oh, excuse me. I also want to put out educational campaigns on nuclear power, spin up nuclear power plants run by the government, provide clean energy, spin up hydroelectric, spin up solar farms, government run. Am I out of control? Oh, you have no ideas, guys and girls. With an expectation of profit, but we'll have guidelines like keeping margins at a set percent so that it's not a bunch of a-holes trying to take all your money and charge too much for your electricity. I don't know. Am I out of control? I also have a program in mind where I want to put chips in all of like certain classes of crimes, right? Like say you commit the R word, you sexually, you know what I'm saying? You get chipped, so we know where you're all at all times. You get caught like with a bunch of heroin in your trunk or something, and a bunch of guns. Maybe your ass gets chipped, so we know where you're all at all times. In fact, I might also have them put a GoPro in your forehead. Oh, we're gonna surgically implant GoPros in your forehead so we can have constant CCTV video footage of what you're doing at all time. Oh my goodness, is anyone still out there? Because I'm saying some crazy shit. You guys don't seem to be paying attention. Can we just shut the stream down right now? How many people we got in the chat? 3 people in the house. Oh my goodness. I don't even know why I stream. 5 people. I don't even know what. And 1 like? Why? Why? Why do you make me do this? You're better than that. All right. Chinese CATL pauses North American plant announcement. Oh, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Chinese energy storage company CATL pauses its North American plant. So its North American plant is no longer producing batteries. Greg likes my ideas. Hell yeah, Greg. Yeah, see this fool right here? Guess what? He's getting chipped and a GoPro in his forehead. Cross-chain hack, the reimbursement proposal, old news. All right. Solana, P5, Solana. A lot of people in Kansas are happy. Apparently, they were trying to take away pro-choice rights, and that failed. If you plebs don't know, Roe v. Wade was from Kansas. The only reason I know that is because I grew up in Kansas. That's likely the only reason I knew it, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Solana is still 19 minutes ago. Solana is still investigating and unable to determine the root cause of the exploit and drain. So it doesn't seem like it's continuing to drain wallets. Let me make sure my money is still safe. I lost all of my shirt, everyone. That's all I lost. I don't think I've lost my Solana. Oh, hey, no. I don't need you. I don't I don't need ads on my wallet, bitch. This scared me. I'm like, what? Where's all my money? All right, my money's safe. Oh, calm down. It's $563. If my wallet would have got drained, this would have been a walk in the park compared to Luna and Harmony One. Let me tell you, I wouldn't have even given it. I mean, it would have sucked. It would have just been another nice little chip away from my fortunes. But this would have been like I wouldn't have, like I. But again, I feel bad for people out there that got wrecked. I will say, get a goddamn ledger. I don't understand. Like even Crime Crypto, brother, you bought a ledger a while ago, and he just did a video about this, and his Solana's not on the ledger. I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, you lazy. You got time to put an ice machine in your room, but you don't got time to move your Solana to Phantom to Ledger on a fan. Are you kidding me? It literally takes 5 seconds. You install Solana on your Ledger, you connect it, you send. In fact, it takes did I say 5 seconds? Yeah, it takes like 5 seconds. Come on, bro. We know we love you, but stop being so goddamn lazy. I was lazy, and I lost $50,000 on Luna. So, I mean, like me, he only had a few $100 over there. So, all right, la la di da di. All right, engineers. Let's see if there's any. No, no. I don't think this is going to be some kind of flaw with the layer one. Let's see. There was one bro that had a really wine key compromise. Yeah, all indications are it's mobile related and slope seems to be involved. I don't know what slope is. And I think there's like, what is slope? Is slope just a wallet? Yeah, it looks like it's a wallet. And I've seen some people indicate they were taking their phantom seed phrase and importing it into slope. And once again, that's how I got took. Importing my seed phrase actually back into what looked like a legit extension, and it wasn't. There's going to be more of these hacks, so I would not be surprised if that's the final outcome. People took their seed phrase and imported it into like a fake iOS slope wallet. And that, my friend, is the biggest reason to have a ledger. No more seed phrases. Well, I mean, you still have to deal with seed phrases a lot of time. For example, and this is very annoying, in order to attach, I didn't have to with, what wallet was it recently? I think the Rose wallet. I didn't have to create a software seed phrase wallet. But for example, when you install, for example, you install the Phantom extension, it doesn't let you like right away just hook up a ledger. Unless they fix that, you have to import a seed phrase or create a new one. So that's annoying. But you don't use the wallet. So you don't have to use the wallet. So you just create a wallet, you attach your ledger, Bob's your uncle. But your private key, you never give your private key or your ledger seed phrase ever to anything ever, 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 unless you're doing a recovery process with the official Trezor or Ledger app, right? And when you're doing that, you better be goddamn sure you got the software from the right site. And you do have a seed phrase for the ledgers and Trezors, and you wanna protect those. You know what? After watching the latest episode of Better Call Saul, it made me really nervous. Very good episode, by the way. But spoiler alert: you have not seen the episode yet. There's going to be a bit of a spoiler here, but it's not like groundbreaking or anything. Anyway, Gene, aka Saul, on the run Saul, Better Call Saul, Gene, and his he's working in Omaha, Nebraska now at a Cinnabon. I think that's pretty common knowledge. He's back on the he's back in the game doing identity theft. And he's going around getting people shit faced. He's finding marks, and then he's finding rich assholes that go to bars and getting them shit faced and doing what he does, chatting them up. And he's got a little contraption that every time they get drinks, he puts his hand over the drink, and he's got some contraption that sucks all the alcohol up into his some kind of like bladder bag or whatever, hot water bottle bag or whatever. And he gets some shit faced. And this, you know what? This almost ruined Better Call Saul for me because remember, like when the dude, that blonde guy, taxi driver, came up to Better Call Saul in the mall and says, "I know who you are. Say it," right? Well, I don't know, like two episodes, three. It was 2 episodes ago, I think, right? I didn't know. So what's her face? Oh my goodness, she's an icon. Mary Tyler Moore is the mother of that dude, and he's in the episode, but it's a different actor. And I didn't really realize that. I'm like, who the f is this guy? And it almost ruined the show for me. It is unfortunate that they couldn't get the same actor. It does knock the show down a little bit. There's no like real spoilers here. I'm not giving away anything groundbreaking. And I told you spoilers, so sign out if you don't want to hear it. That was actually, it's good to know that dude's not the same actor. It'll help you prepare for it because it really threw me off. Anyway, and I'm not, so all I'm saying is Gene goes into identity theft. I don't know much other than that, and I'm giving a little bit away of the story of how he does it. He gets him drunk. He gets him in the cab with that taxi driver. The taxi driver hands him a bottle of water full of barbiturates. The dude goes home. They tape his door. They pass out, and they go in and steal all his credit. They take pictures of his credit cards and ID and any good documents they could find. Which I'm just like, fuck, bro. That's going to be hard for that to happen to me because I don't go to bars, I don't drink, but I'd most certainly take a handful of willingly. Hand me some Xanax, gobble, gobble, gobble. Hand me Xanax, and I'm going to gobble that down like a hen at the feed yard. I am not going to lie, I love me some Xannies. I don't think Xannies are necessarily barbiturates, but you get the point. I probably wouldn't turn down a good barbiturate either. But, you know, what I'm saying is, if your seed phrase is just on a piece of paper on your desk and you get even just burglarized, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you to take it a step ahead, right? Don't make it obvious that this is your fucking seed phrase. I don't know why I'm dropping F-bombs. Don't make it obvious that this is a seed phrase, having your like Trezor on your desk and your seed phrase on a freaking post-it note on your monitor. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit in a safe place. In fact, that's the hardest part. How do you protect your seed phrase? I do love the Shamir B backup on the Trezor. I wish they would get that on the Ledger. I would go through the painstaking detail of setting up a Shamir B backup on my ledger and transferring all my assets on my ledger to another ledger wallet that was Shamir B backup. It's far superior, in my opinion, because you can break up multiple seed phrases and put them in different spots. It's perfect for Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth. His, I don't know if it's a son and daughter, 2 sons, 2 daughters. They have to work together to recover the wallet. Shamir B backup is the solution, right? You can legitimately put half of your Shamir B backup in the cloud on Bitwarden, wherever the F you want, because it's only half of the seed phrase. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good, safe place to put it. And then you put the other two in different spots. Now that's where it gets like, it's scary, right? Do you want to go bury that shit out in the backyard? Well, who knows if a dog, yeah, I mean, you want to like have to do checks. Is that Nimrod in the house? Good morning, brother. How you doing? Or you want to go bury it in the hills? Like, do I want to go driving up to the hills and bury it? You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone comes along with a metal detector and finds it. I lose my seed phrase. You want to put it in a bank? Well, guess what? Banks, you know, and then the government can seize your shit. So I don't know. I've yet to come up with the perfect plan. And this, because you also kind of want to have an eye on it. You know what I'm saying? So both my Shamir B and Ledger backups are on Bill Foddles. Those are highly recommended too. I don't know if there's better ones out there or not. Pelosi ain't causing any problems. Why is Pelosi causing a problem? I gotta blow my nose again, guys and gals. Wow, I think a gallon of snot just she's is she still there? Did she leave? But why is that causing problems? We had senators go there 6 months ago. Why was that not a problem? I think they were Republican senators. I mean, it doesn't matter, but senators went to Taiwan a few months ago. No one gave a shit. Why does anyone give a shit that Pelosi's going there? And it's posturing. It's both posturing from the United States and from China. It's like this is like non-violent so far, non-violent chess going on between nations. China on high, they ain't on high alert. They're just posturing. What is like, is China really gonna go to war over Taiwan? Maybe. I don't freaking know. Are they gonna invade Taiwan? I mean, that's a black swan event we talked about. If China invades Taiwan, both Germany and the United States said they would get involved. So I think it's highly unlikely that China will invade Taiwan or do anything other than because their military's gotten a lot bigger since, you know, the last time this shit's happened. But AKA number one, yeah, she I don't know. I don't know what my thoughts are on if it's insider trading or not, or what should be done about that. I'm kind of on the fence. Like, she's just using information. As far as I know, they're using information that's pretty much available to the public. It's just that the public's got to look for it a little bit harder, put the pieces together a little bit harder, I guess. I don't know that that's truly insider trading. I don't know. Like, people are saying Pelosi's only earns $200,000 a year, but has made $100 million in the stock market. Is it possible they could have done that with her out being with her, you know, her not having all these? Maybe there's probably an edge there, but I don't know. Like, this is such a loaded, like, you know what I mean? Honestly, who gives a shit? As long as there's not corruption or like big insider. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest part of our Congress is I'm much more concerned with Congress being swayed to vote for things like who's lobbying and giving them money to their campaign and you know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot more corruption going on in like the government than I mean, it's not like it's guaranteed. Oh, there's a semiconductor bill. Go long semiconductor stocks. As far as I know, the semiconductor's been in the works for a long time, and the company's been involved for a long time. And anyone with common sense could say, "Yo, I'm going to YOLO into some Nvidia stocks or whatever this other stock is." That's no guarantee that Nvidia or this other stock's going to go to the moon, right? As far as I know, like the guy YOLO'd into Tesla. I YOLO'd into Tesla. I think I YOLO'd into Tesla because I'm like, man, this shit's about to pop off. And I like made a lot of fucking money off Tesla, Xpeng, and Neo just because EVs were hot. EVs were in play. I did my due diligence and research on Tesla, and I'm like, yeah, man. And I still think Tesla is going to potentially be 10 trillion plus, the biggest company in the world. I still truly believe that. So he YOLO'd into something that made a lot of sense. YOLOing into NVIDIA made a lot of sense. And he's winning. I, a pleb, a normie, as the cool kid said, YOLO'd into Tesla and made a lot of money. If he YOLO'd into Tesla, I YOLO'd like, I don't know, 30,000 into Tesla and 2 or 3x my stack. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to, and I don't know what kind of money he had beforehand. He YOLO'd into Tesla, a lot bigger stack, and made a lot of money. And he's made other good plays since then. I would have to see his entire trade portfolio. I don't know that there's anything there. I'm not saying that there's not. It's definitely a fun meme. But there's no guarantee on anything unless you truly have corporate insider information. If you have insider information within NVIDIA or within Tesla, and it's usually would have to be something like a black swan, we're about to go bankrupt, or, we've been embezzling, or we've been cooking the books type shit to the downside, right? There's usually not this like huge insider information on a company, especially when you're talking the size of NVIDIA or Tesla, that says this shit's going to go to the moon. So it doesn't matter what bills. I mean, obviously, but this, as far as I know, all this is common knowledge, right? So, hey, man, there's a semiconductor bill. I'm going to go along some shit like NVIDIA. That's just common sense to me, right? But that's no guarantee that NVIDIA or the semiconductor is going to go to the moon. What helps make this a guarantee is, oh my goodness, there's a semiconductor bill. This Pelosi asshole aped into it, and then all these other people come aping into it behind, increasing the price from there. Alexander in the house, how you doing, brother? I'm only one. Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on. Now it says 0 views. Did Retro leave? Nimrod was here. I probably pissed him off. He left. Yeah, it's been a lot tougher in the bear market, that's for sure. And how you doing, brother? All right, let's hop on over to let's get this wrapped up. I'm just rambling about a bunch of dumb shit right now. Let's see what's going on in the market. Maybe I can put a trade on Solana at $40. You think this thing would be down more, but it seems like the hack is slowed down. I don't know that anything else is still happening. And again, I think it's a seed phrase export import into a fake wallet type situation. You heard it here first. Yeah, only it's around 5 million right now. And it was like that last night. So there's not a lot of chatter right now. So I don't know that it's Jesus died. I'm sure it's nothing. I love it when people say that. Yeah, the yield curve is inverting more. Bonds. at 141. And notes. Those are basically down one and only down a little. Yep, it is deepening. I had this trade on long the 10-year, short the 2-year for a day. It seems to be the play, but the shit keeps widening. It's crazy. Good thing I didn't leave that on. I was gonna degen long into a mini NASDAQ. Good thing I didn't do that. That would basically just be flat right now. I refrained from doing that. Crude oil down $1. Is there anything? I'm just looking at them. Oh, you know what? I wanted to look at not Robinhood. What was? Oh no, PayPal maybe. PayPal had really good earnings. Up $8. What kind of premium do we got out there? 44 days. IV's pretty low now. The earnings are over. AMD $96. This is a semiconductor play. Well, let's look at AMD and NVIDIA. Are there still some Pelosi plays here? NVIDIA. IWM, this is risk on assets. Again, I think these are going to get up to like the 200 on the daily. And then maybe just the relief rally might end around there. Is my best guess right now. The NASDAQ, same thing, a little bit away from the 200. The S&P, a little bit away. These are my best guesses right now of what I think is going to happen. We're going to make it up to the 200 and then reject it. I don't know if we're going to go to lower lows, but we'll see. I mean, it can break above, bounce, and then go up. And that would be a good indication to go long. Right now, it's who knows. If you bought in now thinking the bottoms are in, you might be right. And you may be paid for that risk. I'm left, and I could see myself doing that. And I do think it's still a good entry. I don't know how, like, if we go to lower lows, we're eventually going to be higher than this again. I just don't know how long the payoff's going to be. So I've already got a lot invested. I'm trying to be a little bit more precise in the knowledge that the last amount that I invest, I'm giving myself the best pot odds. And right now, as much as I love thinking, I'm getting FOMO and it's getting away from me and it could continue the upside, there's still just too many economic conditions and too many world conditions that could turn this down quickly right now. So just being a little bit safer with my remaining bag. And then I've been itching like a mofo to buy a big bag of Solana. Do I get that article up? I want to make sure I don't lose that. God damn it. Where is that? Let's get that open again. And I'm going to put that in there. All right. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. NVIDIA. I mean, NVIDIA is a good buy right here. Historically speaking, I don't hate it. AMD is another good one. Same thing, it's on the up move. It's a little bit in play right now. If these were stocks that you wanted to add to your bag, I wouldn't hate them. I mean, I'm not buying them right now. I would just be doing an option play. So I made a decent amount of money off AMD back in the day too, when it was around like $11. A little bit more. There's got to, I can't remember. Let's go to the list. Sort by IV. Mara. Right? How does that stock still exist? Coinbase is in fuego right now. Holy shit. What's going on at Coinbase? MicroStrategy's an interesting play right now. Take a look at this one. We can do one of these. This is how in James and Invest Answers like blew up on the scene. He did this shotgun play where he sold a bunch of MicroStrategy puts. This is like degen AF right here. Because if it would have went against him, he could have lost a shitload of money. You sell a put, and then you use that money to buy a call. So I could sell a 290 put and buy a 325 call. That is not right. What is this? 16 days to go. Let's go a little further out. Let's say you're bullish Bitcoin, so you want to degen into. So you sell a two. You could go all the way down to like 230. Get $15 and buy a 390 call. Oh yeah, that's why. All right. So I'm selling a put, getting $15 in credit, and I'm buying a call, a 390 call, and paying like roughly, like $15. So it's gonna. If this went through, I would still get a credit. Money would still be put in my account. What does this mean? Well, you don't want MicroStrategies to go below 2. This is actually kind of a degen play I kind of like. I'm not gonna do it because this is dumb. This is gambling. This would be kind of cool if you would buying MicroStrategies at like 215, or actually at $230 is the credit. You're not getting the credit, so you're basically saying if MicroStrategy goes below $230, the shares can be put to you. So MicroStrategy goes to $190. Whoever bought the put could put you would get assigned. So they would assign you the MicroStrategy shares at $230. And so it'd be, 230 minus 40, it'd be a $4,000 loss. And you would have 100 shares of MicroStrategy with the $230 cost basis, and it's trading at 190, right? So if you're okay with, you're thinking like and there's only right now there's only a 21% chance that MicroStrategy will even touch $190. There's a 31% chance it'll touch 230. So there's a chance. That being said, buying calls in general, again, it's the same thing on the other side. There's only a 19% chance that MicroStrategies will even touch $390 in the next 44 days. And that number goes up down after that. So you would, in order for this play to make a lot of money, you would want MicroStrategy to be like $500 in the next 44 days. Because then at parity, this would be $110, 390 to 500, $110 times 100. That would be an $11,000 win, right? So James and Invest Answers did this in the very early Bitcoin bull run when MicroStrategy, and he got paid, right? But this is massive risk. I highly recommend people don't do this unless they understand the risk and don't mind getting wrecked. Because if MicroStrategy, Black Swan event, or some shit like that, or Bitcoin like tanks and goes into a really bad bear market and goes to like 10,000, MicroStrategy could go down to like $100 and you'd be down. You'd be down $13,000 for every one of these that you did. Yeah, I'm only kidding, Alexander. All right. 0 people in the house. Nothing like doing that long spiel, some hot alpha on an option play. You know what? One of my favorite sayings is to say, get comfortable being uncomfortable so you're never uncomfortable. A lot of times I'm uncomfortable when I look at the stream and I see 0 people there. This time, I am gonna grab that 0 viewers in the stream number by the neck, strangle it. I'm not uncomfortable right now. I feel great. I'll continue to talk just out of spite. All right, let's do a quick follow up. No, you know what? I'm gonna still see if there. I'm itching to trade, but I want to find a good trade. Tattooed Chef. That one's been no bueno for Jeremy. 44 days to go. There's not a lot of premium there. Not surprised. DraftKings. Holy shit. That's down on its butt. How is Workhorse still a stock? QuantumScape. How is that rug pull still a stock? Remember when that was like 130 bucks? Neo, $19. Make the ladies holler. Xpeng, $22. Robinhood, $10. Strong like bull. Maybe there's a play in Robinhood. Robinhood, up to no good. So 44 days out, we're going to sell it. Yep, let's do it. We're going to sell a $10 put in Robinhood. I'm tempted to sell a call too. There's not a lot of credit unless I do it tight though. I don't know that I want to take that risk. Although I'd be kind of fun. All right. I can get 85 cents for this, which I don't think I can. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to do that in my IRA. Yeah, we can put that on over there too. Screw it. I'm going to do this in my... Palantir. I already got Palantir on. Good. What is SoFi? 783. Nope. Not enough premium for that bitch. Hood. Robinhood, up to no good. Let's do a put. Actually, let's do some technical. Let's see if technical analysis is speaking to me. I've often wondered if technical analysis and options play. So nothing's jumping out at me right here other than buying a put, selling a put into a big up move after earnings. I'm thinking maybe we need to let that one simmer for a second. It is coming up to some potential resistance here too. So yeah, if anything, selling a call would make more sense, but I'm not going to do that. So we should probably, actually in the IRA, I wouldn't mind, you know what, we're just going to cancel you. Let's pop up. There's got to be something we can do. Hyliion. What is PFLT? You know what? I wonder if YouTube gets mad at me if I actually show the trade on stream. I wonder if that's one of the reasons they don't like me. Baidu, Uber. Uber's interesting. Let's take a look at their chart. Holy shit. Their earnings must have been pretty good. Or the street liked their earnings. I would be tempted to do this in Uber then. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Sell a call spread. There could be some follow through on this. That's only 68 cents on 2.5 wide. Nope, nope, nope. Meta. Let's pop on over to the lads at Tastyworks and see if we can get some trade ideas. Mikey did something in DraftKings. He just rolled it. Disney. Sold an option. What did you sell? Why doesn't it say what it is? I bet he sold a put. Yep, he sold a put. Lift. Let's see. Roll, pop. He shorted crude oil. He sold a strangle on Shopify. Interesting. How much is Shop worth? Probably too pricey. Oh, actually. 80% IV. I wonder. What's their chart look like? Did they have earnings? They've already had earnings. What is my assumption in Shopify? Let's take a look at the Shopify chart. See if that any technical analysis out there says do something stupid. I should probably add this to the watch list. Shop. Add this to the watch list. Every rose. Same thing. It looks like there's some resistance here. Going back to their last earnings report. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Jade Lizard. Let's see if a Jade Lizard works. Jade Lizard's where you sell a call spread. I don't know. Oh, this might work. All right. Wow, the expected move. Let's go down to like that. And we need to get a $2 credit. Or no, wait. We would need to do $1.50 wide. So we would have to go there or go there to be a little bit safer. And then we can, so that's a $2.15 credit. And then we can go $2 wide on the call spread. Let's see what happens if we do that. So without it, so that gets us another 40% credit. I kind of like it. Actually, let's just turn this into, let's add a wing over here and see what happens. 94-cent credit on a $2 wide. You know what? Let's just turn this into a regular iron condor and see what happens. 74-cent wide. I'm going to tighten that up a little because I'm a little bit more bullish. 85 cent on a $2 wide. So my max loss on this would be, it's $2 wide. 34 to 32, $2, $1.45 or 48 to 50, $2. Getting an 85-cent credit. Max loss would be $2. So $2 minus the 85. Max loss 100. Well, now it's 82 cents. Let's get this filled. Boom, baby. I should have tried for more money. All right, now I'm going to come over here. Again, I got 82-cent credit. I'm going to come over here and put a go to close for 50%. I'm going to try and buy it back for 41 cents and make $41. Now, this is a beautiful play. If there's big so like what you want to diversify your option plays. One reason for this is if all you did was put on a bunch of iron condors and there's a big market move to the upside or a big market move to the downside, all your iron condors are gonna be max loss. When you do this trade, there's a 65% chance, statistically speaking right now, there's a 65% chance that you're going to be 50% profitable on this trade. Well, that means there's a 35% chance you're not, and there's, an 11% chance you're going to lose all your money. Or there's a 14% chance you're going to lose all your money if it gets blown out if it gets past these, right? So there's a 14% chance the market moves and destroy and takes you out of your iron condor. So if everything you're doing is an iron condor, even though there's a 65% chance, again, there's a 14% chance you're gonna, if all your money's tied into iron condors, one of these days you're gonna get taken and lose all your money. The takeaway here is to diversify your learn these different option strategies, diversify in them, understand what's going on, understand which move market direct. You're not learning this type of shit over on Meet Kevin. Let me tell you that right now. You tell Meet Kevin to come over here and take my master course, link down below. Anyway, another great thing with options, not buying options, selling options, is efficient use of capital. If you know what you're doing, you could put 30%, and I can't wait to do more of this in crypto. You can put, say, depending on where IV is, you put 10%, 15%. When things start getting really juicy, you can put 30%, 40% of your capital at use at a much higher efficiency and get paid with volatility, get paid with premium. And if there's a huge market move that wipes out your 30% capital, 40% in a really bad time, like black swan events that really take people out, that doesn't happen to you, right? Because you've only got 30% of your capital at risk. And on top of that, unless it happens in 1 minute, unless the market crashes quicker than you can start playing a little, because there's defensive things you can do too. So anyway, it's a much higher, we're talking, this is true masterclass stuff right here. Anyway, you can eventually get there. The best way I recommend doing this, especially if you have a little bit of extra cash, go to that link down below. I'm not sponsored by Tasty Trade. I don't get really anything for you using the referral link. Open an account. Put $2,500 into that if you can afford it. This has to be like, you have to treat this money like you're going to lose it, right? That you're paying $2,500 to learn options, right? That's really what you're doing. Put $2,500 into that bitch and start trading options. Start learning how to trade options. It starts really clicking once you do it and you start learning the platform. Again, that's not financial advice. I'm telling you, if you do that, there's a good chance you're going to lose that $2,500. If you can afford to put $10,000 in, do that. There's a good chance you could lose it. You know what I'm saying? But if you put in the work, you understand what you're doing, there's also a good chance you can make some money. It ain't easy, right? I was watching Frankie Candles, and he was talking to, I don't know, that other dude, another crypto YouTuber. And he's like, oh, I get so tired of everyone saying going leverage is bad and day trading is bad. And well, here you are doing it and winning. I'm like, first of all, bro, you see the room this guy's in? You could tell by his background, it doesn't look like he's making millions off like trading the 1 minute chart. I'll tell you, I'm not saying there aren't people out there that don't have might not have short-term success with day trading, leverage trading, shit like that. But you're going to be hard pressed to find anyone. You go find the white unicorn out there that does it for a living, will open his books to you and show you that he makes money off doing nothing but like scalping NASDAQ futures, scalping E-mini S&P futures, scalping leverage Bitcoin longs, or, shorting leveraged Ethereum and shit like that. You go find open book where we can see every transaction that doesn't get YouTube money. YouTube money on the side or freaking FTX sponsor. You go find me that person. And I'm not saying there might not be a couple people out there that can do it. But it's A, it's highly unlikely, and B, you're not going to be able to replicate that success, right? What I just did in options right now, greater than 50% chance, right? There's ways to defend it. Learn what I just did. Learn more things about how bonds work. That's where the weak part of my game is. I'm still trying to learn that shit. In fact, let's be a little 82. All right. Let's take a look at I gotta get to work. 8 a.m. Someone's back in the house. All right, the dollar strong like bull. Oil moving back up to a deluxe apartment. And like, what is going on with the 2-year? I don't really think I'm gonna trade anything here, but I'm just itching. I'm itching to be a degen right now. Take a look at the oil chart. Oh, this is a big vehicle. All right. Is it gonna come back up? I would be more tempted to short it right now than anything. It looks like it back tested the 200. I would expect it to go down. Let's take a look at the dollar. It looks pretty strong, but it might get up to this right here and get rejected. Let's look at gold. Where is GC, right? Oh, I'm looking at indicators. Same thing. Get up here and maybe get rejected. God damn it. Silver. That can come down and go up. They have a small precious metals. That's down. I don't know that there's a big trade here. I don't know that there's a lot of liquidity in this either. Cardano. Do I throw some money at some cryptos? I'm just like bored trading at the moment. Not good. The thing, you can't short this stuff either. Buying Cardano would be really stupid. That thing doesn't move much. Bitcoin, it's having a hard time. It's probably going to be a pretty boring trade. All right, everyone. Have a good day, morning, night, afternoon, lunch, whatever. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll be back 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there. You're an F Square. Love you all. And